The Green Party, who were once regarded as a party of tree huggers, but now have more in common with the leftist policies of Jeremy Corbyn's Labour Party.
So, in short, Starmer may turn green, hoping to stop a future leadership challenge.
Yeah, he might have to.
So, Paul, the pound is falling, reacting to the Gordon and Denson by-election result. A disaster for Keir Starmer and a result which could have a further knock-on effect for sterling in the months ahead.
Yeah, if Labour didn't win, it was always going to be really a lose-lose outcome for Starmer.
And his backbenchers are not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, you could say so. On one hand, Reform didn't win, which would have been a terrible result for the Labour Party, who had a 13k majority at the last election. But on the other hand, the Green Party, who were once regarded as a party of tree huggers, but now have more in common with the leftist policies of Jeremy Corbyn's Labour Party. And as a result, Starmer might feel the pressure to adopt similar Green policies to woo back voters and appease the left of his party.
So, in short, Starmer may turn green, hoping to stop a future leadership challenge.
Yeah, he might have to. Well, whatever he does, he can't stand pat. He's got until the local elections in May to turn Labour's fortunes around or face a leadership challenge.
And the uncertainty that would bring, bad for sterling?
Of course.
So we heard from Andrew Bailey this week, sounded a bit hawkish.
Yeah, he mentioned services inflation being persistent, and we know they monitor that closely.
So, rate cut next month, 50-50, like Spurs going down?
No, markets believe they're still going to cut, but they did say it depends on the data over the next few weeks.
All right, a bit like Spurs results in the next few weeks. That may decide if they go down. Tariffs in the news again?
Yeah, United States Supreme Court.
What? Supreme Court?
Yeah, the Supreme Court struck down Trump's tariffs, stating that it exceeded his constitutional authority.
But it hasn't changed anything, right?
Not really, and just appears to have rattled Trump's cage more. He's imposed 10% tariffs universally, and he's threatening to impose 15% on others under a different law.
And he can do that even after the ruling?
Well, it imposed the original tariffs under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, which the court said he hadn't the authority to do. But in fact, the court acknowledged that Trump retains broad and a powerful authority under numerous other statutes to impose tariffs.
So, back to square one on the tariff front?
Yeah, it appears to be.
So, next week, economic calendar. Paul, what do we have in store?
Well, firstly, and there's still geopolitical tensions rising.
Yeah, with US and Iran.
Yeah, but on the data front, February's manufacturing PMIs for the UK and US on Monday, Tuesday's preliminary Eurozone inflation data, and we've got Chancellor Rachel Reeves, who will be giving a financial update when she delivers her spring statement before Parliament on Tuesday, and services and composite PMIs for the UK and US on Wednesday. On Friday, we've got Eurozone GDP and US retail sales, and because it's the first Friday of the month,
well, we've got non-farm payroll.
of course we have.